This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so whenever we are talking about NumPy, so NumPy is a package actually. Okay, so what is NumPy? NumPy is a package. Okay, let me talk about that. So NumPy package. So basically, whenever I'm talking about NumPy stands for numerical Python. Okay, what NumPy stands for? NumPy stands for numerical Python. NumPy stands for numerical Python. Okay, NumPy stands for numerical Python. It is a package. It is a package that contains various functions to work on the mathematical structures. To work on what? Mathematical structures. To work on the mathematical structures. So what NumPy stands for? NumPy stands for numerical Python. Okay, so it is a package that contains various functions to work on the mathematical structures. Okay, what are mathematical structures? I'll tell you now. Using NumPy package, we can work with arrays. We can work with arrays. Okay, right. We can work with arrays of three types. Arrays of three types. So what are they, sir? First one is one dimensional array. One dimensional array. Okay. Second one is two dimensional array. Second one is two dimensional array. Third one is a three dimensional array. So first, our job is to understand what are these three. Then we'll go into the functions. Okay. Right. So first, we'll understand these three. But before that, we need to import this. Okay, so it is a package, so you have to import it. So up to now we did not import or do anything as such, but we need to import this. Okay, so we need to import. We need to import. Okay, so we need to import the NumPy package. We need to import the NumPy package. So what we need to do here? We need to import the NumPy package. Okay, right? NumPy package as import. Okay, as import NumPy. Okay, or you can use aliasing. Import NumPy as NP. So you can import it like this also, or you can say from NumPy import star, means you are importing all the components of NumPy. Okay, what is this concept? What is this? Import all the components. Import all the components. So star means all. Star means all. Okay, import all the components from the NumPy. From the NumPy. How to use the functions? I tell you, right? Okay. From NumPy, you have to from NumPy import star. What does that mean? Import all the components from the NumPy. All the components from the NumPy. So we need to import the NumPy package as import NumPy, or import NumPy as NP, or from NumPy import star. So you need to do this, right? Okay. Now the basic thing that we need to do is, so we need to create a array. We need to create an array. Array can be one dimensional, two dimensional, or three dimensional. We'll understand what is one dimensional, what is two dimensional, what is three dimensional. Then we'll go into the action. Okay, action means the functions. Okay, so first we will talk about one dimensional array. What is that? First we'll create one dimensional array. So the array of elements in a single dimension, in a single dimension. Okay, single dimension means you will have the element something like this, like say 3, 4, 8, 9, 7, 1, like this. Okay, so 3, 4, 8, 9, 7, 1. So this is a single dimensional array. Now how can we create this? That is the next story. Okay, so to create the above array of numbers, we use the array function. We use the array function. We use which function? Array function. So to create the above array of numbers, we use the array function. Okay. We use which function? Array function. So how can we use the array function? I'll show you. Now, so whenever we are trying to create an array function, we need to use either this or this. So what I'll do is, first time I'll show you all three. Later you can use any of the things. Okay. And I'll tell you which one is more recommended. Okay. So you can use this style or this style. Okay. Right. Now what happens when I use this style? So first you have to run this. Okay. So numpy is of what? Numpy is of what? Numpy is of okay, or I should say numpy is a package which has so many functions. Now I want to use array function. I want to use which function? Array function. So now I will say, see, there are some hundreds of functions. We cannot use everything. Okay, but I'll tell you some of the very important ones which are used for your analytics and all those things. Okay, right. So array function of which package? Numpy. Numpy dot array of, okay, of. So if you want a full documentation, you'll get it like this: object d type, copy is equal to order is equal to k. So don't worry about all those things. So these two are important. What are they? Object and d type. Okay, object and d type. Okay. So now I will say object. So what elements I want to create, sir? I want to create 3 comma 4 comma 8 comma 9 comma 7 comma 1. Okay. Now I will store that in. I'll store that in where? I'll store that in array 1. I'll store that in array 1. Okay. Now let us see array 1. Okay. What is this created? What is created? An array is created. This is not a list. So previously we learned list, set, tuple. This is not that. This is an array. This is an array. Specialist NumPy data type. Okay. Right. So it is special for NumPy. Okay. Right. Now, sir, how can we use this one? Okay. Same thing, but we will not use NumPy. We'll use NP. NP means NP is the alias name. What is NP, sir, here? Alias name. NP is the alias name. Alias name means alternate name. Alternate name. Alias name means alternate name. Okay, you are creating these elements using np dot array of 1. Okay, right. So from numpy import star. So then what you are using here? NP. What you are using here? Numpy. Here no need to use numpy. Directly use np because we are importing that np. We are importing that np. Yes or no? Now you understood? Same thing. Answer is same. Okay. Then here what I can do, sir? Okay. What I'll do here is I'll say array 2. Okay. Here I'll say array 2. So now numpy array 1. Okay. And array 2. Got it? What type? Array of int type. So 32 is like 32 bit kind of. So that is not important for us. Okay, so don't worry about the 32, 64 kind of things. Now I will create array third style. So I don't use np, I don't use numpy. I will just plainly use array. That's it. Array 3 and array 3. Now, do you find any difference? Okay, okay. So once again, I run. Okay. Do you find any difference in the output? So don't worry about all this because we use a star now, so that is why everything is coming. Okay. So don't worry about all this. Okay. So here, what do you find? The same array. So here also same array. Do you get any difference? Do you get any difference? Array 1 is array of int 32. Array 2 is array of int 32. Array 3 is array of int 32. Yes or no? Yes. Do you find any difference? Do you find any difference between among the three? No. Why? Because because all of them are arrays only. All of them are what? All of them are arrays only. So all of them are going to be arrays. All of them are going to be arrays. Yes. Okay. Getting it? All of them are going to be arrays. So numpy as np dot array numpy import star. Getting my point or not? Yes. Okay. So whenever you are trying to create the array, you can either follow this style or this style or this style. I recommend this one. I personally always recommend using alias. Using alias. So that will be easy. Np dot. Okay. So throughout our programs, we will be using this style only. So I would recommend you to use this. Okay. Sir, do I need to use NP only? No, it's not like that. You can use anything. But NP, that's it. No, sir, I want to use this. It's up to you. No, sir, I want to use this. It's up to you. I would not recommend this because what will happen? It will increase more pressure on the system. So that is why I recommend this one. Okay. Yes. This is a little bit tougher when you look at it, like numpy dot array, everything you have to do it. You can. So first preference I'll give to this, second preference I'll give to this, and third preference I'll give to this. Okay. Am I clear? Paka? Right. Now let us talk about the other functions. Okay. Before going to other functions, as I've told you, the second one. So data type. Okay. So now, for example, if I am using array 1 here and array 1 here, and I will say comma float. What I'm saying here, float. Int, float, that can be used here, no problem. Mainly int and float only we will use. So what happens if I say this one? Okay, so I'll say array 1 and I'll print array 1 again. Okay, so let me run this. Now tell me what is the difference between the previous one and this one? Hmm? The previous one we had integer types. We had by default integer types. So, but now what I said, I asked it to get a float type. So what it gave me? It gave me just the dots. That's it. Dot. Dot means it is similar to 3.0, 4.0, 8.0, 9.0, 7.0, 1.0, like this. Clear? So that's how it goes. Am I crystal clear or not? Yes. So that's the way we look into the things. Boolean also you can give, but here Boolean is not suitable. No, Boolean numbers. No numbers. Intent for numbers means either it will be int type or it will be float type. So it cannot be Boolean, right? No, sir, I don't want to give anything. Means it will directly take int. It will directly take int. Now, for example, suppose you are giving 3.25, 4.89. Okay. Now you say array 2. Now you give float, fine. So now you give int. Now tell me what happened. What happened? So this 0.25 part is gone. 0.89 part is gone. Means it is converting everything into integer. Integer means you lose the data. No? You lose the data. Now, for example, if you are giving, as you said, I will give bool. Now what happened? True, 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 true. What is the true, 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 sir? Anything other than zero would be true. Anything other than zero would be true. Okay. Now see, suddenly false came into the picture. Why? Zero is false. Anything other than zero is what? True. Anything other than zero is true. Zero is false. Zero is false. Okay. So for your information, I'll try to write this. So I'll say 4.26 something. Now I'll say int. Now tell me what happened. Everything converted into integer. Everything converted into integer. Okay. Specifically, you want float means you can convert. Okay. No, sir, I don't want to give anything. Then tell me what happens. Now automatically it becomes float type. Self conversion. What is this? Self conversion. 3.25, 4.26 are there. So other ones also become floats. Other ones also become floats. Okay, here I specifically gave float. Here I specifically gave float. So that is why everything turned out to be a float value. Here I gave int. So everything turned out to be an integer value by losing the data. This is lost and this is lost. Now here I gave what? Here I gave nothing, but I gave float values. Here I gave data type. I did not give anything, but I gave the float values in the array. So it has converted into float completely. It has converted into float completely. Yes or no? Okay. Next. Okay. Next we will talk about. Okay. As you asked me, Boolean. Okay. I will put this as 0 and this as 0. Now tell me what happened. The types are not given. So now I'll give bool. Now tell me what happened. True, true, false. Why sir like that? Because this is true, this is true. Zero is false. Zero is false. So what notes I can write? Zero represent false. Okay. All others, all others true. Okay. It can be any value. 0.000001 also is true. Only zero is false. So that you have to remember. Okay, so these are the things, important things you need to talk about when you are types, understanding types, understanding types. Okay, now what you are doing, you are understanding the types. Okay, so what is the point here? You converted all to float, all to float. What you did here? Converted all to int. Int means 3.25 is there. So this will be converted to 3. Why sir? This part is taken off. This part is taken off. So this is actually called the float part. Float part is not involved in the integer. It is as simple as that. Okay, now here converted to float as by default it will be integer actually as one of the element is float, so that you have to remember. Okay, and now converted to boolean where what is the rule? Zero is false and all others are going to be true. All others are going to be true. Getting my point? Yes. So that's the way we deal with it. Is that clear? Yes. So that's how we are going to take the things into consideration. Okay. Right. Okay. Fine. Now we will talk about some simple functions. Okay, so to know the types, to know the size and everything, but before that we need to complete two-dimensional and three-dimensional also, then we will go for the other things. So next we will talk about okay, before going to two-dimensional we need to understand this structure, no? Okay, so we will understand this structure first, then we will talk about the other things. Okay. Now, arrays also follow index based ordering. Arrays also follow index based ordering. Arrays also follow which ordering? Index based ordering. Okay. Index based ordering means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, and -6. It also follows index based ordering. It also follows index based ordering. Okay. Sir, proof. Okay. Let me go for this array. Okay. So let me. So every time no need to run this, but actually I'm running every time. No need to say one. Once you run that for whole code, that will be there. Okay. Right. So simply I'll run this. Okay. Which one? Yeah, this one I'll not put this. Right. So array 1. Now what I got? Array 3, 4, 6 and 1. Okay. Now for example, if I am saying array 1 of 1. What is array 1 of 1? Is going to be 4. Why sir? Because this is 4, no? Yes or no? Index I think you know. Okay. 3. Array 1 of 3 means what do you get? What do you get? Array 1 of 3 means what do you get? You get 9. Why sir? Because this is 9. Okay. Is that clear? Yes or no? Understanding my points? Yes. Okay. Now I can use negative indexing also. Okay. So -2. So what is -2? Very good. It is 7. Right. Now 7. Right. So next array 1 of -1. What is -1? -1 is 1, right? Yes or no? Sir, how can you say this? Okay. So just now I told you. Okay. So what is this? Array 1 of 1. Who is array 1 of 1? This. Array 1 of 3. Array 1 of -2. Yes. Array 1 of -1. Got it or not? 1, last one. Array 1 of -1 is 1. Array 1 of -2 is 7. Array 1 of 3 is going to be 9. Array 1 of 1 is going to be 4. Is that clear? Yes. So in that way you are looking at the things. In that way you are looking at the things. Yes. Understanding or not? Yes or no? Okay. Now, whenever I am talking about the array, the structure is like index structure only. It follows the index structure only. Just don't think that it follows something else. No, it follows the index structure only. Done? Yes. Okay. Okay. Now. Next. Next, we will go for two-dimensional array. Two-dimensional array. So whenever I'm talking about two-dimensional array, so two-dimensional array is going to be an array with rows and columns. An array with rows and columns. With rows and columns. Array two-dimensional array means an array with rows and columns. So you'll have rows also, and you'll have columns also. You'll have rows also, and you'll have columns also. Am I clear? So arrays with rows and columns. Rows and columns. Okay. Now, so how it looks like, sir? Something like this. Okay. So, for example, 48963741. 28, okay, so 2637. Okay, right. So these are rows. You remember matrix in your school days? Matrices. Matrices. So mathematical matrix 0 1 2 3. Okay, so this is like a matrix. So 3 by 4 matrix. So 3 rows and 4 columns. How many rows? 3 rows. How many columns? 4 columns. So how many rows? 3 rows. How many columns? 4 columns. 3 rows and 4 columns. How many rows, sir? 3 rows. How many columns? 4 columns. Am I clear? Yes or no? So 3 rows and 4 columns. So 3 rows numbering from obviously 0, 0, 1, 2. 4 columns numbering from 0, 1, 2, 3. Same. Numbering will be, indexing will be same. Yes. Okay. Sir, negative will be there. Yes, obviously negative also will be there. It is like -1, -2, and -3. Now this is -1. Oh, sorry. -1, -2, and -3. -2, -1. I mean -1, -2, and -3. So this will be -1, -2, -3, and -4. Negative also will be there. Positive also will be there. So negative always comes in decreasing, no? Right? So -1. So where you get 2, -1 starts there. Yes, positive indexing, negative indexing, remember or not? So positive indexing will take from 0 to length -1. 0 to length -1. Negative index will take from minus length to -1. Minus length to -1. Remember that formula. It will be easy. So what is the length of the rows here? Length of the rows is 3, no? So -3 to -1. -3 to -1. Got it? Yes or no? Okay. Now what is the uh, length of the columns? Length of the column 4, no? So -4 to -1. It is as simple as it. Yes. Understanding my points? Okay. Now basically we don't use negative index much. Okay. But anyhow, we need to know. We need to know. Okay. So now creating the two-dimensional array. So what function I can use? I can use the same array function. I can use what? Same array function. I can use the array function. Okay. I'm creating the structures now. Okay. Right. Okay. She understanding? Okay. So now I will say array to D. Array to types and everything will be same. Right? Array how many rows I want and how many columns I want. So that is important. So now what I'll do is, so this is total array. This is total array bracket. See the way we try to understand the structure, half of the topic you will get. Yes. Okay. Now move towards first row. First row. How many rows you want? How many rows you want? You want 3 rows, isn't it? First create the whole structure, then put the rows, right? And then you will go for element. So 4, 8, 9, 1. Okay. 3, 7, 2, 5. Okay. Then 4, 9, 2, 6. Right? Is the point clear? Yes or no? Done? 4, 8, 9, 1, 3, 7, 2, 5, 4, 9, 2, 6. So what are they? 3 rows and 4 columns. 3 rows and 4 columns. So 3 rows and 4 columns. Okay. Next, I will go for array 2D. So simply run this. Okay. NP you have to use, no? NP dot array. Yeah. Because we imported that only. Okay. For your understanding, import numpy as NP. Array will also work, but you have to use the from. From you have to use, then it will work. Otherwise, NP dot array. Okay. Is this clear? Yes or no? NP dot array 48913725 and 4926. 4926. Is that clear? Yes or no? Understanding? Okay. So array 2D. So now what is created? What is created? Okay. What is created? Come on guys, what is created? Two-dimensional array is created. What is created? Two-dimensional array is created. Is that understood? What is created? Two-dimensional array is created. So what do you mean by two-dimensional array? Arrays with rows and columns. Arrays with rows and columns. How many rows? 3 rows. How many columns? 4 columns. How they are numbered? They are numbered like this. Okay. So 4, 8, 4, 8, 9, 1. Okay, 4, 8, 9, 1. Just change of elements. So 3, 7, 2, 5. Okay, then 4, 9. Just 4, 9, 2, 6. 4, 9, 2, 6. Understanding? 3 rows and 4 columns. 3 rows and 4 columns. Am I clear? Am I crystal clear or not? Yes. So that's the way you look into the two-dimensional array. Two-dimensional array. So whenever I'm talking about a two-dimensional array, this is the way that you look into that. Yes, two-dimensional array. Yes or no? Okay. So how will we know? Are there any functions to know that it is a two-dimensional array? And all that we will talk about. Okay. Right. Next, we will talk again. Okay. So if you want to access, accessing is important, no? So now I want to access this 2. So you have to represent it by row number and the column number. Row number and the column number. Okay. I'm specifically following positive index. Okay. So because I want to avoid the confusion. Okay. If you use a negative, you will get some confusion. Okay. So that is why I'm concentrating on positive indexing only. Okay. I'll say array 2D of, okay, I'm accessing the elements. Accessing the elements. Array 2D of, okay, array 2D of 1. Who is 1? 1 is the row. 1 is the row. And 2 is the column. Done? What element I will get? I'll get 2. I'll get what? 2. Okay. Now for example, if I'm saying array 2D of 2 and 2D of 2 and 1. Tell me what will come. Second row, first column. What will come? 9. Very good. Array 2D of hmm, array 2D of okay, array 2D of 0. Tell me 1. Why? 0 1. So 0, sorry, 0 3. 0 3. So 0 and 3. This is the value. Okay. 2 and 1. 2 1 9. Understood? Yes or no? So that's the way you look into the accessing of the elements from a 2D. 1D means only one bracket. 2D means two brackets. That's it. Yes. So this is all about which dimensional array? Two-dimensional array. Any number of rows, any number of columns, that doesn't matter. Yes. Okay. Now we'll talk about three-dimensional array. Three-dimensional array. So whenever I'm talking about a three-dimensional array, the array with the three dimensions. Three dimensions. So what is the first dimension? First dimension. First dimension is number of arrays. Number of arrays. First dimension is what? Number of arrays. First dimension is number of arrays. Number of arrays. Okay. Second dimension is going to be second dimension is going to be number of rows in each array. Number of rows in each array. So what is this? This is going to be the second dimension. Second dimension. What is the second dimension? Number of rows in the each array. Okay. Then what is the third dimension? Third dimension. Okay. I'll show you an easy way to understand this. Number of columns in each array. Number of columns in each array. First dimension, number of arrays. Second dimension, number of rows in each array. Third dimension, number of columns in each array. Number of columns in each array, right? Okay. So first try to understand 2 and 3. Then we can easily understand 1. Now let's say I have an array of 3 by 4. 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Like this, I will have 3 arrays. Like this, I will have how many arrays? 3 arrays. Same 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. How many I have? This is 3 by 4, 3 by 4, and 3 by 4. How many 3 by 4s? How many 3 by 4s? 3 3 by 4s. What is this 3s are there? That 3 is our first dimension. The 3 is our first dimension. Now this is our first dimension. Now this is our total array basically. What is this 0? This 0 is our first dimension. Yes, this 0 1 2 rather I should say. This 0 1 2 is the first dimension. What it? What is the first dimension read? Number of arrays. How many arrays are there? How many arrays are there? 3 arrays are there. Yes? Okay. Next. Second dimension. This is our second dimension. What is second dimension? Read. Number of rows in each array. 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 Is that clear? Number of rows in each array. Got it? Number of rows in each array. Got it or not? Yes, number of rows in each array. Okay. Now third dimension. Number of columns in each array. Number of columns in each array. Total how many arrays? Three arrays. How many rows in each array? How many columns in each array? Is that clear? Yes. Am I crystal clear or not? Yes. Now, for example, if I am creating 4 by 2 by 2, then tell me what will be the structure? 0, 1, 2, 3. First one will be 2 by 2. Second one will be 2 by 2. Third one will be 2 by 2. Fourth one will be 2 by 2. Yes. Am I clear? Yes or no? It's like a Rubik's cube. You know Rubik's cube? How a Rubik's cube will be? One dimension, two dimension, three dimension, and four dimension. Rubik's cube. You know Rubik's cube, that squares will be there, no? Okay. Right? Understanding? So what is the three-dimensional array is clear? What is three-dimensional array? The arrays with three dimensions. What is the first dimension? Number of arrays. Second dimension, number of rows in each array. Third dimension, number of columns in each array. It is as simple as that. Okay. Now we will have to fill the data. Okay. It is uh, tough to fill the data, but later on what we will do is we will not fill the data. We will convert. We will convert arrays into three dimensions. That we will see later. Yes. Understood my point? For now we will create. For now we will create. Today it's like introduction to Numpy arrays. Okay, so basically how we can create. Now understand the structure. Okay, so we will say array 3D is equal to np dot array. Np dot array. So first what I should have? I should have the overall structure. Overall structure. I got the overall structure. Yes, I got the overall structure. Okay. Next I want number of arrays. Array 1, array 2, and array 3. Yes, am I clear? So what I've done here, first overall structure. First I went with the first dimension. What is the first dimension? Number of arrays. How many arrays I want? I want three arrays. So three arrays. Space I am providing. Second thing. Now fill the first array. Fill the first array. So first array, what it should have? First array should have how many rows? Three rows. First array should have three rows. Yes or no? Second array again should have three rows. And understand the structure, so other things will be very easy. So second will have three rows again. Right. Okay. Am I clear? Yes or no? Okay. Now third array. What is third array? Third array again. Number of rows first. Number of rows. Done. Now structure is created. Yes. Okay. Now the elements. Elements means we can put in the columns. Okay. Now I will say 5, comma 7, comma 8, comma 9. Then I will say 2, comma 1, comma 4, comma 6. Then I will say 3, comma 9 comma 2 comma 7. Now first array is complete. Yes. Now the same thing I will write for this. Randomly I am keeping the numbers 1, 5, 3, 6, 2, 7, 9, 0, 3, 6, 9, 1. Okay. Same thing 1, 0, 3, 4, 7, 1, 5, 2, 1, 0, 6, 8. Okay. Now how many are created? How many rows are created? How many rows are created in each array? Three rows. How many columns? Four columns. Okay. And how many arrays like that we created? Three arrays. What is the first dimension? First dimension always number of arrays. Number of arrays. Second one, right. Third one, exactly. Clear? Understood my points? Okay. Now I will say array 3D. Now I will run array 3D. Now create. Yes. Understood how to create. So this is like external creation. Okay, external creation of the 3D array. External creation of the 3D array. Okay. So I will print the screen. Okay. So this will be reference for you whenever you look at it. Right. And next thing is the array. Okay. So this is how you create the array. Which array? 3D array. 3D array. So one dimensional, two dimensional, three dimensional. For Python, three are very, very important. Yes. In your analytics and all. So these three becomes important. Understanding? Yes. Okay. Now how we can access? Now as I've told you, this is 0, 1, 2. And what about this? 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2. Okay, this is 0, 1, 2, and 3. This is again 0, 1, 2, and 3. This is again 0, 1, 2, and 3. Now accessing the elements. Accessing. So use your common sense. So now array is there. One dimensional array you are accessing like this. Two dimensional array you are accessing like this. Three dimensional array you should access, right? Yes or no? Okay. What this represents? Number. What this represent? Row number. What this represent? Column number. Now tell me what is 7? Hmm. What is 7? Array 3D of 1. 1. This one or this one? N. N means number. So 1. Very good. Then row number. Row number is also 1. And then what is the column? What is the column number? 1. Very good. So now array 3D 1 1 1. So we'll give you which element? Array 3D will give you which element? 7. Will give you which element? 7. Yes. Okay. So this is the way that you are going to get the elements. Okay. So 7 is the element, right? So 7 is going to be the element. Understood? Yes or no? So array 3D 111. What is 111? It's going to be 7. Why sir 7? Because first arrays, first row, first column. Okay. So you have to work it out this way. Okay. Now, for example, if somebody is asking you, get me 0. Hmm. What do you say? Array 3D, second array, second row, first column. Randomly you can pick and you can learn, right? So today we learned only one function, which is array. So tomorrow we'll learn functions, and there are some properties also, like how many number of dimensions, what is the size. Okay, so axis is also one of the important thing. That one we will understand. Okay, right? So more functions to come in our next session, right? Okay, so yeah, online people, hope you understood. Anyone having any doubts, any questions, you can raise. Jesse Maradi, Rasika, Saujanya. Okay.
Nothing,
Okay, we'll
sir.
meet tomorrow with more interesting things. Thank you.